Taco Bell has a sour cream gun. So what I'm saying is they have their munitions figured out for the revolution. For the fourth meal loving community, for those of us just trying to live Moss, today marks a sad day. Today, Taco Bell has discontinued 12 items, the largest purge, the largest act of aggression against its own community that we have ever seen. They have bent us, they have bowed us, but they have not broken us. But today, the cheesy Fiesta potatoes, the 7-layer burrito, the grilled steak soft taco, the triple-layer nachos, the nachos supreme, all loaded grillers, all chips and dip are all gone because Taco Bell, they don't care about you or I. But me, I do. The power is in our hands. The power to bring back the items that we love, the items that they have sullied, the reputation that they have tarnished, that is in our hands. You have the power to make cheesy Fiesta potatoes, so let's do it. They're good. And if you're following along at home, you can snag the time codes to the recipe right there. Taco Bell doesn't want you to make this dish. I do. Let's get cooking. So Taco Bell has discontinued a ton of menu items in the past and they've brought them back, but this is the first time they've just discontinued like an entire ingredient that you could add to any menu item, and that was the strength of these Fiesta potatoes. You could add them to a Crunchwrap Supreme. That was my single favorite menu item. The spicy potato soft taco was a great vegetarian option, but no more, so we are now putting the power in your hands to make their potatoes. Now the thing about Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes is that they were like super overcooked and fudgy on the inside, and they had this kind of crispy coating on it that all steamed together, and it seems something that would be impossible to make at home, like they're made in a factory, because they are, but today you are the factory. The workers' revolution starts today. Whoa. So we're gonna take our potatoes, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of square them off just to make sure you get nice even cuts on them. I'm gonna cut these into about 1/2-inch cubes. So we're gonna actually boil them first, and then we are going to make a sort of crispy, heavily Taco Bell spiced coating to put on them. Instead of frying them, which is likely what they do, but a lot of people I know do not like to fry, so I'm gonna teach you how to bake them and make them absolutely perfect, just like Taco Bell. So we have our water about to boil, and we are going to heavily salt that, and then we're actually adding baking soda. What this does is it creates an alkaline solution, so it's actually going to break down the outsides of your potato more, which is gonna allow more of that heavily spiced coating to stick into it. Shout out to Kenji Lopez at Serious Eats for that trick. So we're just gonna drop our potatoes in the water, being careful not to splash yourself, to scald yourself. You might be asking, why did Taco Bell do this? Why now? No one knows. Are there conspiracy theories? Yes. Is it responsible to spread them? No. Is Taco Bell the one that taught Coco the gorilla what death is? Maybe. So we have the potatoes in the water, and we're just gonna let those boil for about 7 minutes, and then we're gonna drain them, and then we're gonna get on our spicy, crispy coating. So our potatoes are out of the water, and they've been strained. And if you see some of the kind of potato starch coming out of the outside, that is all thanks to that baking soda we put in there. And so that's gonna help the batter stick to it. So we're gonna toss it into a bowl, and then we're gonna get about 1/4 cup of oil into there. You can't just eyeball it. The point is you want the oil to fully coat the potatoes. We're gonna let that cool for a sec, because that is gonna scorch my hands. But then, maybe that's like a reminder of like the scorching feeling inside you that Taco Bell has burned into your psyche. It's like a little bit of pain is good to remind you sometimes. What the hell? So we're gonna add 1/4 cup of flour and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to a bowl. Now, if you look at the ingredients list of the Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes, they're not even called Fiesta potatoes. I keep calling them that. They're called like potato bites, but that's stupid. They're called Fiesta potatoes in my heart, and that's what matters, but it doesn't matter to Taco Bell. So if you look at the ingredients list, you'll see like tapioca starch, maltodextrin, stuff like that. People don't necessarily have those in their homes for good reason. So all we're gonna use is flour and cornstarch, because those are 2 commonly found things that are gonna get you the same exact result. And then we're gonna add a bunch of salt to that, because if you know anything about Taco Bell food, it is hella salty. And now we got our spices. We have white pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, chili powder, and a little bit of turmeric just for color. So we're just gonna whisk all that together. And now we're gonna take the potatoes that have been coated in oil and just give them a light toss with your hands. And then these are going to go right into the flour. I like using my hands for this because you want the potatoes to be nice and kind of overcooked and fudgy, but you don't want them to break up. And so you're seeing we're getting all the potatoes kind of coated in that flour, and then we're gonna add some oil on top, and they're going to crisp up in the oven. So I like to take a little thing of oil and just kind of slightly coat the bottom of my pan. And then I'm gonna take these potatoes and we're gonna spread them out evenly. So we want these to get crispy. We don't want them to steam together, so you want a lot of room in between each potato. You know what the funny thing is? They probably discontinued the potatoes because no one was actually eating them. And so there's gonna be like 8 people who are like, yeah, screw Taco Bell. And one of them is me, like 3 of them are me, like 1 me and 2 burner accounts. But I feel strongly, and I'm on the internet. So we're gonna take another 1/4 cup of oil, and now we're gonna take this and we're gonna roast it at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. We're gonna pull it out, we're gonna give it a little shimmy shake around, and then we're gonna throw it back in for another 1/2 an hour. So our potatoes have been roasting for about 50 minutes. We're gonna take them out of the oven and look at these crispy golden nuggets of delicious, holy crap. They look exactly like Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes. Like, you see they got that kind of like very sheeny, yellow, shiny coating on them. Oh, that's hot. Give me a second, whoa. Oh my God, the rush of Taco Bell flavor like really does hit you. We're not done because we're actually gonna teach you how to make some of those Taco Bell menu items that have been discontinued. So the simplest one are the cheesy Fiesta potatoes. This is one of my OG favorites of Taco Bell. I remember when I was a kid, they came out and I remember getting them for the first time and just being like, these potatoes are magical. It is literally a bowl of potatoes that is covered in cheese and sour cream. So all you're gonna do is layer those potatoes in a bowl. Then we're gonna take nacho cheese. This is nacho cheese that is straight from a store can. I could teach you how to make a nacho cheese sauce, but it's never going to be as silky as all the delicious flavor chemicals they got in the factory. So we're just gonna take a nice dollop of this nacho cheese. Honestly, it tastes really similar to what they have at Taco Bell, and we're just gonna lovingly ladle that over our potatoes. Loving, the opposite of the feeling Taco Bell has towards you. Why would they do this? Why do good things happen to bad people, and why do bad things happen to good people? I switched that. Nacho cheese on the potatoes. Now, simple dollop of sour cream, stir it up. Boom, those are your cheesy Fiesta potatoes, a lovely side dish that you can now make yourself. Item number 2, spicy potato soft taco, an OG vegetarian delight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take mini flour tortillas. Always griddle your tortillas, especially flour. It's gonna make them extra, extra pliable. You can take a spatula and act like you're doing something by doing this. You're not doing anything, but it's still fun. These are nice and pliable and griddled. Throw them in a little taco holder. Get a couple potatoes in there. And then now the secret to the spicy potato soft taco was the creamy jalapeno sauce. And so there's a lot of ingredients to it, but the closest and easiest thing you can do at home is you take Arizona Gunslinger hot sauce. This is actually a huge key to this ingredient. You can order it online. It's my favorite hot sauce of all time, except for Tabasco, I think. The thing that makes it great for recreating creamy jalapeno sauce is that it is a majority just straight red jalapeno puree, and then just a little bit of chili powder to add that kind of like, you know, sort of dusky, dry spice hit. Whisk this up. Oh, I splashed mayonnaise on myself, it happens. And then you're gonna take that creamy jalapeno sauce, you're gonna ladle it over the tacos. The secret to most of Taco Bell's success is mayonnaise and emotional neglect. And then we're gonna take some shredded iceberg lettuce, pack that on top, and then of course plenty of shredded yellow cheddar, just like they do at the Taco Bell. Boom, spicy potato soft tacos done. Item number 3, loaded cheesy potato griller. Why? They were a great inexpensive way to just get a tube of burrito in your face. Literally all it is are the cheesy Fiesta potatoes shoved into a burrito, which is part of the beauty of Taco Bell, is they were able to make so many items with so few ingredients. Now they're just cutting out an entire main ingredient in so many of those items. So our tortilla is pliable. We're gonna get a nice base of nacho cheese down. And then we're gonna add our potatoes on top of that, just a few. It's just a snack-sized burrito, perfect thing to eat in your car. And then we're gonna put a few drops of sour cream on there. Taco Bell has a sour cream gun. So what I'm saying is they have their munitions figured out for the revolution. And so now we're just gonna roll this up. Just a little griller, you know, nothing major. Then we're gonna sear off the folded side. I'm trying to think if there's like a menu item that Taco Bell could take off that would just like completely crush the entire community. And for me, that's the Crunchwrap Supreme. That's the thing that took every quintessential Taco Bell menu item and smashed it all together into a hexagon. They've taken so much over the years and lost menu items that they know they can get rid of the potatoes. But once they come for the bigger menu items, I think that it's really on. I think it could happen. Like McDonald's for so long, like they were resisting the idea of all-day breakfast, and then people finally demanded it. Taco Bell sales were down. They ran through like 3 CEOs in 5 years, and then finally all-day breakfast came. And now we can get hash browns at any point in the day. What I'm saying is your voice does matter. I think. All right, so the burrito's nice and griddled. And then what I do is I take it and I wrap it in tin foil, because that is the key to Taco Bell burritos, is that they sweat inside the wrapper. And so you're gonna let that sit. So these are 3 Taco Bell menu items. We got the cheesy Fiesta potatoes, the cheesy potato loaded griller, and the spicy potato soft taco. God, let's get to eating. I'm gonna dig into this. It looks very Taco Bell-y, including in how sloppy the presentation is. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of throat the entire thing. That's a dead ringer. Tastes like freedom from the yolk of Taco Bell, but it doesn't exactly matter what I think. It matters what my friends think. My friends love Taco Bell. Annalise, how much do you love Taco Bell?
I love Taco Bell.
We love sharing food with our friends, but more than that, we love violent feeding weapons. So that's why I'm gonna take my 6-foot-long pole with a spork on the end of it and feed Annalise some potatoes. Annalise, you ready?
Long-time listener, first-time sporker.
This is here's the sporky right now. Stab some. Scoop it up.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just kind of turning it into a mashed potato bowl. Oh, that's a good bite.
Oh, my goodness.
You gotta give me a good William Wallace freedom cry.
What does that sound like?
Freedom! Okay. I hit puberty.
Freedom!
That's a 3 out of 10. All right, open up. How's it?
You can taste the freedom.
Yeah, right?
It tastes good. I'm so sad because this is my favorite Taco Bell item, the spicy soft taco. Can you spork me that?
Yeah, I'll try. Get next to the edge of the table and just I'll kind of push it towards you. Yeah, there you go. No, you got it. You're doing great. Do you want me to try and anchor it?
No, that worked. That worked. We did it.
Actually worked shockingly
Oh,
well.
good. Thank you so much, Josh.
Is that bringing back the nostalgia?
You brought back the spicy potato soft taco for me for the last time.
Thank you.
Wow.
And that is what really matters today, is that Annalise is happy. Ah! Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new recipe videos every week and new episodes of our podcast every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to hit us up on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen with pictures of your mythical dishes. And don't forget to tweet at Taco Bell telling them to bring back the dang potatoes. See you next time. Rock it with a spork in your pocket. Get the spork tea now at mythical.com.